some light rain generally toward Mission City coming out of Chesterton right now. 60 degrees currently England, Ellen. It is 56.
Hello. Hey. Hi. How you all doing, social media family? Being a whatsoever race, again, not necessarily being a whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences, and being of the old, young alike, of both the two sexual genders, representing the global community in this post-911 era of a new millennium, this apocalyptic day and age, whereas the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes to midnight, compared on to how formerly, previously, or prior to then was a quarter midnight for these rather biblically prophetic times. How you all doing, peeps or folks?
Good news that
or whatever I would say it.
Here's the Kennedy at Chicago Avenue Express
Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay. It's not better yet to be said to be feeling all right. Or not best of all to be said to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed, possibly calm stress. You and yours, family, friends, and hopefully me and mine likewise as well, all the same. But whatever I have, however said, peeps of folks, cowboys and gals, dudes and dudettes, ladies and gentlemen. You are speaking correct, proper, standard English grammar, being the American dialect, some or such qualities and quantities or not, be possibly considered,
0% financing plus huge discounts on every brand.
Yeah, I would speak that King's English or street slang for that matter.
We can do everything online by phone.
In regard to that of the commercial, in regard to that of the Catholic persuasion. I'm not into that. The devil and demons church, as make reference to, aka the Catholic Church.
If you're looking to lower your mortgage payment or buy
getting back to some such other.
Low rates on refinance and new home purchases. Right now,
so I say,
get pre-approved in 1
I
day.
speak King's English or street slang for that matter.
APR of 3.105%.
Then,
that's right, 2.75%. Even jumbo rates are available.
So I say,
apply online today and be sure to ask about our $400 credit on closing costs. Credit
before I were to
better banking for all of us.
get into that, speaking upon a subject matter at hand,
your cell phone with a cell phone amplifier, free to all qualified.
So I try to finish up with that as a basic intro, or if I didn't, of course, so I do so now, and if I did, well, let me continue now with some such other, as I think of it with that of a man's intentions to try to backtrack here with no purpose again in order so I can go on to following to continue from when I last left off to finish up as a complete form of previous fire on this thing.
Those showrooms have everything. Tubs,
then now that I've gotten the preliminaries out the way, or at least I think I had did just that. Okay.
Their comprehensive service extended through installation. Well, I'm so glad
as I went through the motions, so to speak, and then some. What do I say? Before I lose my train of thought, If I didn't, so much as I could have, but then I think I had given you all the basics, or we call it Cliff Notes crash course version of some such, if I were to get off and speak upon a subject matter or issue at hand, pardon the pun, none had been meant or none was intended, and no disrespect is meant to be directed at any persons being a past, present, or future sexual assault victims or rape victims, especially the life speed of the majority of them, of women and children of whatsoever races and of whatever walks of life, factions of society or lifestyle preferences. days. You know.
This is according to a USA Today report.
But then nevertheless, so I say, as I think with that in my mind's intentions to try to go on to following to complete a form of previous prior line thought. You know, right? I think to do so now. So I say once again, you know, then regardless of whatever I could speak upon, be it some such a one regard or another, you know.
In mid-June, no specifics on what the new sanitary rules will be, but
the subject matter of the issue at hand,
where you just go and
be it a controversy or not, and be it a plague upon any given society, you know, for the global community that is yet to be resolved if it has not been already. You know, or be I were to speak upon a couple, few, or four more given arguments to be debated with many different views and opinions, pros and cons to be associated with some as such, you know, conversations of dialogue, or topics of discussions, and then hopefully with that much less usages with speech of profanity, much rather instead of with that much more cuss words, as some say, and therefore hopefully with that much less of a chance or opportunity to be made uses or me to play the part of devil's advocate and as the lesser two evils being a prodigal son, but the worst of the two evils is the likes of those false brethren, religious church hypocrites, supposed or so-called holier than thous of modern day Pharisees and our Sadducees, being the likes of wizards who's throwing snakes in the grass, or the worst system, unbelievers and non-believers, being deceivers who pretend to have become or pretend to be believers in God as in Christians, aka Protestants, and therefore they themselves would likewise as well all the same be of the worst or the worst is a cause of devil worshippers, then of whom make up the majority of churchgoers or whatsoever religious denominations, of members and visitors alike, and the proofs to the pulpits
is helping COVID patients to have a better chance
false
of survival.
prophets and Antichrist to complement passages or so from the good book, you know,
Standing strong during the
best
COVID-19
book in
pandemic,
the world,
PDC
the book of all books,
celebrates Asian Pacific
in
American
God's
Heritage
word,
Month.
the Bible, the BIBLE, the basic instructions before leaving earth regarding making reference to salvation and deliverance in Christ, our Lord and Savior, the Messiah, deliverer, and due regard in reference to those being among themselves who are the likes, you know, as I have said and stated for the record, you know, closet devil worshippers, you know, who make up the majority of the church force or whatsoever religious denominations. Then getting back to what I was saying, you know, with a slight interjection, and as they would compliment, you know, that being a passage or so out of the book where it says the kingdom of heaven something divided by force in regard to them. But then anyway though, you bear with me. I try to adjust to this new day. And think about what I was about to say before that mentioned. So, oh yes, but then whatever I could speak upon, then don't kill the message. I'm just here to deliver. Okay. And now that I've gotten the preliminaries out the way, let me get off into speaking upon some such a subject matter, regardless of whether or not I speak upon another or some or such or more after this one. As you notice, the title for this particular social media website address and broadcast, or that of my own personal chat room that I am an account holder of with this particular app, you know, be gone about to communicate or circulate being of a line of thought, being you know, verbal sentiments, some such as transformed for that to be considered mental thoughts, you know, and giving that POV point of view or whatever I said. Yeah, as you have noticed, the title is speaking upon how a certain proverbial neighbor from hell, or public nuisance, a problem neighbor, male character with his gay-like homosexual faggot self, or as he himself could possibly be, worse yet, that of a possible and potential closet faggot perpetrating on the fraud, coming off like an obnoxious, excuse my former French, the part of Devil's Activity, keep it with that my last backtrack here to finish up that of the previous or prior or the last line of thought and sense. And as he himself would be coming off like a piece of shit, shithead ass, psychopath, sociopath, sadomasochist, sadist, cowardly bully, and Ortez wannabe, dickhead prick. The way he be coming off at times and upon a daily and nightly basis, like the other bam-bam-rubbles with his extreme necessity of noise making of different sorts of types of noises, the quality and quantities in which he be making on a usual regular basis. And the same I thought this word son of such that I mentioned earlier, so far as concerning, on a daily and nightly basis. And then still there are other times to be creeping like I don't know what, as the devil is like a roaring lion seeking to still kill and destroy, and be coming off like an angel of light, like this damn brainwashed, brain dead, brainless cocksucker. The same preceding question, the previous primates. So this MF, this effing idiot, creepy as well as crazy, SOB bastard is giving me the extra creepy treatment at the moment for some reason or another. I guess being because I hadn't fell for his damn 2-cent power plays, at some of such other given on time where he was hoping that he could possibly push my buttons to send me, wild emotional roller coaster, so I could be like off to the races. Yeah, I would, like relapse to, taking up the bottle, drinking intoxicating alcoholic beverages, or smoke my joint, my choice is what I mean to say. This piece continued regular, and I compared I press about to the 3 months piece if I would have tended to glorify you that much more. Yeah, and compared to if I would have smoked my drug of choice, is what I mean to say, then marijuana, peyote, or the wacko weed as a reefer. Worse yet, than just be drinking intoxicating alcoholic beverages. Whereas he himself has been attempting to drive me completely bonkers for the longest. Not to make dwell on the negative, but he's a real, effing idiot, with his gay-like homo faggoty, or possibly worse yet, gay homo faggot ass self, the same shithead piece of shit. Whereas if I would have catch him and bomb my apartment door, I would fuck his ass up, beat the dog shit out of his ass, I body slam his ass, beat him black and blue, beat him into a coma, beat him to death. You hear what I'm saying? As a matter of self-defense, that is, I think that this bitch ass son of a bitch, cocksucker, who would have already, attempted to make my life a living damn hell for the longest, like the last neighbor from hell, or the likes he is now. Stupid and sick, demon possessed, Catholic like or Catholic, faggoty or closet faggot, bitch ass, son of a bitch ass, Only found out that I got another like this kind here carrying on the same old F and BS. And acting like he wants to push the envelope back, coming off like a damn gay pedophile Catholic priest wannabe. moonlighting as a spook to sit by the door and say for license, some such kind otherwise, and possibly likewise as, a crank caller and a stalker. But if I were to catch his ass in my apartment, I'll body slam his damn punk faggot ass, throw his ass through my front living room window. You hear what I'm saying? Attempt to play me like a gay pedophile Catholic priest, as he would come off like a gay pedophile Catholic priest wannabe, acting like he misbehaving like so, like he is attempting to scope, stalk, and vow for prey upon, much rather than to think of it with mass intentions to try to pray with, an underage male minor of an adolescent or teenage, or she had preteen boy, or whatsoever race and whatever walk of life, fashion, and societal lifestyle preference. I don't play that, on real. Because this character, this male character's ass, he has an ass kicking that's long overdue. Especially if I catch his ass by my apartment door. I said I F his ass up. I beat his ass in the coma, beat him to death. You know what I'm saying? In the process of laying down the law to his ass, down no. I don't play that, man. Take that bitch ass, faggoty ass, FBS on elsewhere. Take it down the street, I beat this cocksucker. I beat this cocksucker within an inch of his life, and then some. I beat his ass to death, as I was saying. I catch him effing around in my apartment where he don't belong. It's crazy MF acting like he himself is a real life male character to complement the movie flick characters of, like, say, for that one vintage classic pop culture Hollywood or Hollywood motion picture production, Hollywood California motion picture production, for, like, say, this one in particular, to complement others of licensed kind, like, say, for the one called by its title of Cycle, or the other one called by its title of Silence of the Lamb. Yeah, this MF is just that damn crazy, I suspect. Like the last neighbor from hell, and not to mention equally well creepy. Whereas, people, a person like that, they don't need to be out in society. You know what I'm saying? They actually need to be thrown in jail somewhere, or the crazy house, where from there they can get the much necessary professional mental health services that they so desperately need at some such given moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need to be treated for their mental illness, before they could possibly seriously hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? They need to be thrown in jail or a crazy house soon enough, Unless before then they could see a shrink in the exorcist before it would have come to that, You hear what I'm saying? Before they would be mandated to appear before a judge, jury, and prosecutor. Because this guy, he's like, I have to listen to this same effing crazy ass effing BS every day and every night. This cocksucker give me a wake-up call in the morning and a lullaby at night. You know what I'm saying? In the evening. Whatever I said. Then there's, like, on occasion, once in a blue moon, he be acting extra creepy, like I was saying, as you noticed from the title of this particular broadcast. So I'm like, what do I owe to the special occasion? I guess he waiting for supposedly a much more opportune time to go about with his damn bam-bam-rubbles routine once again. That's crazy and as well creepy MF that he himself is. A really stupid and sick, demon-possessed, faggoty, a closet, faggot SOB bastard of a character. Damn bitch ass son of a bitch. Crazy MF.
And results are available in 24 to 48
called me to lose sleep
866 Derek 1.
on a regular basis. And then I suspect this damn crazy and as well creepy MF will be pumping some knockout gas in my place of residence so that he can make sure he come off like a damn gay pedophile Catholic priest wannabe character of a male with another male of the same sex. Whereas, as I was saying before, so I said again, if I would have catch him at it, trespass my premises and to play me like a bitch, I'd beat his ass. I'd kick his ass and stump the damn hell out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'd beat his ass within an inch of his damn life. I'd kick his ass and stump the damn hell out. I'd give him a black eye, bloody nose, fat lip, a broken jaw, a couple of cracked ribs, and then some. I'd beat his ass into a coma, then beat his ass to death. Regardless of whether he's black or white, nigga or hunky. I would F him up. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass son of a bitch bastard. Come on with it. Effing idiot. SOB bastard. What the damn hell you doing in my damn pad, in my damn place? Now you getting effed up. Boom, 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 so I'm gonna have his ass screaming like a bitch or hoe. Faggot ass. That's faggot or call it faggot bitch ass. Some of bitch ass. I have his ass scream like a bitch or a hoe. You know. I'll be like, oh no, you don't attempt to run out of my place now after you trespass it. Oh no, not until you get your ass kicking. Faggot. Faggot or call it faggot bitch ass. Some of bitch. Boom, 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 boom. I'll break that cocksucker's neck. You know what I'm saying? I'll put my foot in his ass, stump the damn hell out of his ass. You know, it would seem that as if my foot was made like that in his ass from the get-go. I'm like, I don't like cowardly bullies, terrorist wannabes anyway. You know, regardless of whatever walk of life, fashion of society, or lifestyle preference the life could possibly be affiliated, associated with, and represented. And that is to be said and stated for the record, including if they are card-carrying members to the LGBT community. You know, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community, and a lot of. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound and seem like, an extreme homophobe or extremely homophobic. I'm just telling like it is a fact of the matter. A lot of gay guys, homos, and faggots, become off like cowardly bullies in their own right. Speaking upon those matters now to come to mind, as the neighbor from hell cocksucker reminds me so much of the likes of them, where he could possibly be secretly one of them, call it faggot and just faggoty, and be possibly, call it faggot, worse yet. I mean, anytime a male focuses his attentions upon another male of the same sex so much, as some such give him on time, attempt to get another male's attention every damn time you look there, that cocksucker has either got to be faggoty or worse yet, closet faggot, SOB bastard of a character of a male. That's how I look at it, And where it's bad enough that you have to encounter a whole lot of faggots attempting to come off like cowardly bullies, terrorist wannabes in their own right, like say for premises, properties of a mass transit, of a public transportation system's atmosphere here and there, with all these many different bus and train routes, before that being the atmospheres of places of businesses, be it public or private, because a lot of faggots be like attempting to crowd other males' private little space areas, I'm telling like it is. That's the truth of the fact, man. I mean, there could be more enough standing room area available for them to stand in, as well as more enough seating plan arrangements for their asses to sit in. Yet they want to come by other males or crowd other males' private little space area. I don't be liking that effing BS. Or I don't be liking that shit. To simply say, I mean, I don't have to go there so far either. For the uses of or use alternative experience of profanity so far as cuss words to simply say, but I'm just telling like it is one way or another. However, I would go about express my views and opinions in saying that I thought in a sense of word. You know, or say I could be like trying to flirt with some born and raised female person representing the opposite sex, or a grown adult woman, or whatever race, you know. And practically, if not popular, whatever walks of life, faction in society, or lifestyle preference, you know, of life, faction in society, or lifestyle preferences, valid that, with the exception of them being a likes of pussy and bull daggers, dykes, or lesbians, as I could convert some lesbians back into, you know, male-liking females, you know. Then I've always been kind of rusty or dusty on my Mac game. I've been more like the Archie Bunker type when it comes to, you know, born and raised persons or females representing the opposite sex of grown adult women, born and raised, you know, in the same line of thought. So far a woman is concerned, I say a woman, not girls. I ain't no damn rapist either, so let alone damn pedophile or worse yet. But anyway, though, getting back to some of such other ways from there, the damn faggots, they would get into the conversation where nobody was asking for their 2 cents, you know, where when your love life could seem like it is taking a dive, like some kind of, you know, American jet fighter pilot could have been bushwhacked from behind by, you know, a Russian pilot otherwise, you know, in one of them Russian MiGs jet fighters. You know, Russian MiG jet. What do you want me to say? During World War II, is that what I meant? Or the Korean or Vietnam War or whatever. Here it is, a damn bitch ass, some bitch faggot puts his 2 cents in where it doesn't belong. Like he figured that, well, if I can't get this other male to you know, become attached to me, then we'll make damn so Skippy that he don't get attached to that female person or woman representing the opposite sex. Because if I can't get none, then she can't get any either. Ain't that about a bitch? You know? Yeah, I'm saying it'd be like that, you know. I'd be like, hey faggot. I'd be like, hey man, I wasn't talking to you, man. Okay? But it looked like I was trying to hold a conversation with you. Look like I'm interested. You know, you'd be like, man, I ain't going out like that. Why don't you push on? You know, nobody was talking to you. You know, why you attempting to get all in my business and attempting to cramp my style? Whatever it may be. Like I say, I never been so much of a American gigolo or Mac Daddy wannabe as I would have liked to be, you know. Okay. I like to have at least gotten the loving from women one way, if not another, you know. At least so far as when it comes to the lust issue, much more often than not. If not, get some actual, real, true love or romance equally as well, or that much more, better yet that it be said, you know. But some of such was not much of the case ever, you know. I mean, if it wasn't one for one thing, it was another, you know. Me being like more or less a workaholic, believe it or not, where so there'll be little no time. At times would be no time. Compared to other times, would be little time for me to, you know, try to frolic in the hay, even so, not to mention try to chew the rag with a born and raised female person representing the opposite sex, a grown out woman, so that, you know, we could establish rapport for a much more meaningful social environment or relationship. You know? Yeah, it's like I myself been that my person was born up on a bad star or something. Not that I believe in the zodiacs so much, though at some given moment time or another, I had dabbled in witchcraft, different sorts of types, black magic and white magic, whereas at one time or another, I would be considered as, from a master magician to a master warlock, and we're not even going there so far as some such others, so far I say, as secret societies are concerned and royal families. But I deal with dabble in that, likewise, I know my share of, what you call hoodlums, street punks, or gang bangers, or different factions, and some of them moonlighting as card carrying members to different 1% of MCs, and Costa Nostra, Mafia, or mob families, and then some, some I got to know through my brothers or my flesh and blood, some I got to know on my own, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to brag or anything like that, I'm just telling like it is, trying to keep it real, Oh, Moses here otherwise, trying to liberate the slaves from ignorance, to educate, enlighten, and even so entertain, but that was more to educate and enlighten, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But then certain people or person you cannot educate or enlighten because they're stuck on stupid, like dickhead prick, proverbial neighbors from hell, public nuisance problem neighbors. Then of whom act like they don't have anything better to do with their time but to attempt to harass, intimidate, or persecute, or terrorize, and or traumatize a fellow neighbor or resident or tenant by not only violating their apartment rental leases, but then nevertheless by going about with all that monkey business or demonic activity or devilment at hand on their part by attempting to terrorize and traumatize in the process of attempting to harass, intimidate, and persecute a fellow neighbor or resident tenant here and there, or their fellow neighbors for the likes of their kind otherwise, That's just pathetic and pitiful, A person will really have to be a sad, miserable person of character to assume that power or strength is to terrorize another person. You know what I'm saying? When if anything, that's just so much weakness on one's part. And so is the case, the situation with this one proverbial neighbor from hell, of a public nuisance problem neighbor. Tipping the, rain on my parade and have me be dark ages with his ass, God forbid. As himself is stuck on stupid, Then because stupid does is stupid filled with his prehistoric Neanderthal ass or self, acting like a Stone Age caveman character of the masculine gender or the male persuasion, compared to other males being of whom we trying to represent some of such real or true manhood like I myself. Don't look good, ladies. 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 I'm talking about you born and raised female person representing opposite sex. But then that's a grown out woman, whatsoever races, and practically is not possible, whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preference. I'm just keeping it real. You know I do it. Not so much as when I get this feeling, I want, if anything, but I want to know you. I want you to show me you. Born and raised female person, a woman, whatsoever races, and practically in my possible whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preference. I'm not talking about any of you damn gay ass female impersonators. Get out of here. Take a hike, Homie here, me myself here. It don't work like that. I ain't going out like that, man. Space. Give me my space. Space. Take a hike, I like the ladies. I like the fur balls, the real fur balls, I don't throw down in another man's drawers. I don't think so. Imagine a damn cocksucking and ball looking faggot looking at you talking about, damn, I mean, begging your pardon. I don't mean disrespect, but I wonder what you be, off into, because it looks like you got a pretty, pretty big one down there, man. You scared the ladies left and right with that pretty big thing of yours down there, trying to throw in some of such other camouflage what he really trying to say. Like attempting to pull the wool over your ass to attempt to get you to, thinking as if he's complimenting you on your manhood like another man or male that's about being a male or man representing manhood, then to be like, crossing on over to the other side to be misrepresented. I'm like, man, I ain't falling for that. Hey, get the damn hell away from me, faggot, before I smack your ass. Get your faggot ass on there for. Not that I'm extremely homophobe, but I think you all get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of these damn faggots be perpetrating like that as well, Cocksucking bitch ass sons be like my neighbor. Tell me to get my attentions by any means necessary, For the pretty boy Moses here. Otherwise, the ladies' man, so to speak. Like I said before, so I said again, I ain't never been so much as a ladies' man, Mac Daddy, American Gigolo as I would have wanted to. Man, I should have been hopping in the sack with more than a few of my share of women than just, score every now and then, get lucky. But then I was always into using rubbers anyway. We got to go there so far as love otherwise. But then I'd be more like the Hallmark greeting card romantic, trying to present the ladies with the ladies that I could really try to establish some real true relationship with a Hallmark greeting card and a bouquet of flowers and some such of a box of chocolate candies or chocolate covered mints, and so forth. Then have them say, you shouldn't have. Say, look in the card, there's maybe a little money in there somewhere. Even if you're not, look out for you anyway. I'm gonna treat you properly regardless, because that's what a real man do. Be my name, JJ or whatever else like so. All the fine felines, all the ladies like JJ. Hey, what can I say? Just looking out of the window, watching the bitches and hoes, trying to see if I can see any fine feline down below, like pedestrians on the sidewalk here and there, or catching a ride. To be about the business in one regard, be the business of business or the business of pleasure. Oh yeah, suck it. Woman, you better make sure you have curfew before that world will be attempting to vamp upon you as well as Little Red Riding Hood. My bad, no offense. I'm just joking, Don't take it serious, anything like that, I ain't no closet wolf like that, I don't believe in snatching panties. Well, one time it may have seemed like I could have come so close up, but that's a different story. But then back to what I said, now, it ain't like anything like that, miss. I swear. No disrespect. And if there was it'd be very little, but no disrespect, miss. I ain't trying to be fun. I ain't trying to scare the living daylights out of you. You ain't got to worry about me like that, And besides all that, I'm allergic to the can and the crazy house, I don't ride like that with anybody. It's like this here, be it by myself or with some of such homies. We ain't coming off like that Get Fresh crew otherwise, a perp and his accomplices in crime. I ain't going out like that, If anything, I'd be like the knight in shining armor, the superhero, trying to rescue the damsel from Dick Dastardly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you have a way. I'm surprised you ain't the ladies' man like you claim you ain't. Mr. A.B. Archie Bunker. Nah, I never really been so much as a Mac Daddy or American Gigolo like I would have wanted to be. I was more like Romance in the Bottle or smoking my drug of choice when it comes to entertainment. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like there was a fag bone, a fairy, like I got a little sugar in my blood. It wasn't anything like that. So, well, at one time or another, I was romancing the thought of playing the part of a bisexual male. My bad, but I've told y'all that before, but I never transformed into bisexual mental thoughts into bisexual physical actions. At those times, I was becoming subjected to experiencing bisexual tendencies back in the day, in times past, probably because of all that drinking and smoking I did, but not so much where it would put me in the hospital and have tubes going through my nose and through my mouth on a regular basis, It's a wonder that I really, start to develop some of those diseases from drinking intoxicating alcoholic beverages or smoking my drug of choice. Don't get me wrong, I do have a breathing disorder, but it's more like under control compared to vice versa, Okay, and I have to take annual, monthly medical prescriptions for, in addition to what cover a few other physical health ailments or maladies or disabilities or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but then, if anything, I'm pretty much still in fairly good health, At one time or another, I thought I had caught that COVID-19, aka coronavirus, because this nasty MF, this bitch ass, disregard what you may have heard in the background, probably that neighbor from hell. Like I said, he'd be like on occasion be acting extra creepy. Talk about extra crispy fried chicken KFC. Like a hound from hell, and like from a hound from hell to a demon from hell. But
the manufacturing sector lost 1.3.
Yeah, what was I saying last before I think I heard it earlier. Yeah, quite
Chicago police officers showed their appreciation
but
for hospital workers at
I've always been basically a generally physically fit person, even when I was drinking and smoking. Believe it or not, So I ain't really had to worry anything so much as what will become of me so far, health-wise. Though two of my brothers have since passed, bless their hearts, may they rest in peace. Well, I hope they had went to heaven, then had gone to hell. You know how that is. That's a bad feeling. To possibly think, to possibly believe that certain ones of your relatives could have ended up in the lake of fire of damn hell.
Of redemption.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus,
God forbid, that's a bad feeling, And to think that one of your OGs or one of the matriarchs or maternal heads of your own immediate personal family household, for mine that had most recently passed, could have ended up in the lake of fire damn hell herself. You know what I'm saying? God forbid, Yeah, because I have had bad dreams or nightmares that some of them could have wound it up and ended up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Lord have mercy. Please, Lord, please. Give me a sign. Ain't no. Don't get me wrong. The white girl, Britney Spears, I can G for some of her music, not to mention for that furball hug, but, it ain't like, I like real music, You find something such as, even so I like some classical. I don't like any and every kind of music. You can find something such other. But then I'm more into music that is a religious, spiritual nature. See, I'm a believing God, though at times I can play the part of the devil's advocate. And as less who you've been a prodigal son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's keep it real, you know. But then, hopefully, I will remember to come back on home after having been, you know, the sheep that is strayed from the 99, you know, because time is winding up, you know. You see all this crazy crap happening in the world, you be like wondering what's up, you know, is the world about to blow, you know, from, you know, supposed so-called President Dotard to, you know, squint-eyed Asian Adolf Hitler about to throw down in a nuclear showdown, you know, with missiles flying here and there, you know, God forbid, you know. Because I still have some things I have yet to get right with God as a believer. You know what I'm saying? You know. Then because certain faggoty or father faggot bitch ass SOB neighbor from hell, you know, have got me developing some of such serious resentments, you know, for all the living damn hell they would put me through, you know. Because the average one of them cats, I'd be like one of the bitch slap their asses. But hopefully only as a matter of self-defense, you know. Because I ain't trying to wind up in the can or the crazy out, jail or otherwise, you know what I'm saying? But that's where you catch that damn coronavirus, COVID-19. That was why I would call it the corona beer virus. I don't call it so much of the corona cootie booties, homo faggot virus anymore, because I'm not extremely homophobic. I'm not extremely homophobic. And though I like, you know, that some social media website that's broadcast of the Westboro Baptist Church, you know, with its bogus, blasphemous social media website address, email of www.godhatesfags.com. No, God doesn't or don't necessarily hate faggots. Otherwise, he couldn't have given his life upon the cross of Calvary, you know, to save everybody, you know, because he wouldn't qualify then to be God. He'd be the devil, because God is about love, not a hate. The devil is about hate, you know. Though I like some of their broadcasts, I don't like it altogether. Though I'm in agreement with them somewhat, but not altogether, not 100%, you know. You hear what I'm saying? So let me make that perfectly clear before somebody would have misinterpreted my words, you know. Get out of pocket and get to mislabeling me as an extreme homophobe, and likewise attempt to, you know, make it out to, according to what they assume, attempt to play me, attempt to mislabel me as some kind of a card-carrying member to the Westboro Baptist Church, being in which I'm not. I mean, although at one time or another I was thinking about joining their church, believe it or not. But even if I were to join their church, I wouldn't be like an extreme homophobe, you know. You know what I'm saying? And if I could, I'd use my clout to try to get them to change that blasphemous, bogus social media website address, email of theirs. Because like I said before, so I say again, God does not, no, he don't hate faggots, you know. That's like out of pocket for them to have a social media website address, email like that, saying, you know, as it goes up on the name, that's what I'm saying. As it is to be like made out, as they would have it put as they established it, www.godhatesfags.com. God doesn't or don't hate faggots. That's a lie straight from the pits of hell. If anything, God hates their alternative, blasphemous lifestyle preference, you know. Then because God made Adam and Eve, you know, not Adam and Steve, not Adeline and Stephanie or Amy and Stella to get together. You know what I'm saying? Don't look good, lady. Don't look good. Like what you see.
Renovating a bathroom can be overwhelming. Studio 41 was there to walk me through the process. Their showrooms have everything.
Okay, come on, all ladies to my liking. Fine felines, born and raised, you know, person representing opposite sex, but then nevertheless a grown adult woman. But whatsoever race and practically if not possible, whatever walks of life, fashions of society, lifestyle preferences, be you married or not, you know. It's not like I'm gonna vamp upon you like the wolf, going not only after Little Red Riding Hood, but going after a mom and a grandma and an aunt, cousins. Like I say, I ain't going out like that, you know. Homie, don't play that. take it on elsewhere. Take a hike, and then you mail a soul that be down for that. You know, even so, not to mention you cocksucking and balls licking homos or faggots that be looking forward to once again hopping in the sack with another male. Be sucking pricks or penises. No offense meant to babies, if I were to say like a baby on a bottle, so let me phrase it like a drunk on a bottle or hype needs a fix. Look at him. Man, don't you got a Christmas tree package down there? Ooh, let me feel the mistletoe. Ooh, not to mention, I'm saying even so, taste, but especially feel it. Not to mention, well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, even so, let me, not to mention, feel it. Ooh, put the Oscar Mayer wiener hot dog in a bun. Come and get it. Because I think we could hit it out. I'll be like, man, get your faggot ass away from me. Ain't hitting off nothing. Man, get before I backslap your ass, man. Before I bitch slap you. Yeah. Ooh, hey, look at that bag on him. Though it's the average, it look like it's the average 7 inches, but it look hungry as a boogaboo. Look, it can really, I'm saying, look at that. It look like you can really tear up some of such women's fur balls. Ooh, you know, bro, you should experiment, man. You know, with a thing like that, you know, you need to expand your horizon. I'll be like, I expand your horizons, all right. I'll slap the F and BS out your ass, knock your ass into the next world. You're gonna get your faggot ass, faggot, call faggot bitch ass, some bitch ass away from me. The female impersonator, weirdo. Female impersonator, jerk. Remind me of the neighbor from hell, cocksucker. Man, get your, man, what I say? I'm just telling like it is, you know. I ain't ratting out like that, man. I already feel like I got some man issues so far. What's down here feeling at times dry like I don't know what, you know. When you go without a woman wetting your whistle, you were born and raised female person for extensive time frame period, you start to feel like, damn. I mean, do I really like seem like I'm like the what you call the boo or the bride of Frankenstein? I really like Fred Gwynn somewhat. Damn, man, I'm really that, you know, I'm saying ugly, you know. No, I ain't ugly. I'm a pretty boy. Not a ladies' man so much. I don't mean pretty boy as fairy or Peter Pan. I don't mean like that. What you say, ladies? Don't y'all like what y'all see? Man, I'd be like ready to hop in the sack with married woman. You know, if I could. To finish up from where I left off, to add another notch in my belt, though I only score every now and then. I've been hitting a major unlucky streak, lucky streak when it comes to the ladies. That don't mean that any gay guys should assume that I'm gay like them. Hell damn no, I ain't riding out like that, you know. Hell no, you know. Man, I like the fur ball. I like the fur ball so much I could practically, if not possibly, be romancing the thought of contemplating snatching some of such panties. I'm just saying for the sake of argument. I'm not saying that's what I would do. At one time or another, I could have come so close to, you know. Yeah, but I had to stop myself, like snap, crackle, and pop, stopping my tracks there, cut it off, you know. Because like I said before, so I said again, I'm allergic to the can and the crazy house. I've been to both camps, you know. I ain't trying to go out like that, you know. Having to fight off other dudes at times in the can. And as well, the crazy house, especially if someone be acting all gay. Acting like they looking for Peter to get together with Paul. You know. Whereas I have to rob them of their lives then and there, you know. Like Peter. You know, Peter robbing, whatever. Having to rob Peter to pay Paul, you know. You know, do a hit. See that one Joe there? if you about getting up out of this camp, you want to stay in one piece, you gotta work with a crew. You can only kill yourself. I mean, as a neutral, so much, but then if you be about your property in that regard, even so, nobody gonna mess with you, man. But I'm like saying, you wanna, increase your life insurance policy, man. You may have to do a hit, on some other mail in the can or the crazy house. Fortunately for me, I had to go there. I got out. Like damn Skippy with the lawyer boys, attorneys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be about the real deal, Holyfield.
Think about it.
Y'all.
If everything started.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. I was telling y'all about how certain, what you would call it.
It's in the public's interest for the
be like,
accessible.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Chicago's new police superintendent say the kind of police action we saw
I was telling you about how certain social media website posts can interrupt, throw up things when you be trying to broadcast, to the glory,
The entirety of that video and to see.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, speaking about something to the other night come, man. Whereas I had made a prior, broadcast, and I was saying, if you must commit yourselves to social disobedience, and protesting over that most recent incident, of a lousy, dirty cop white boy putting his knee down upon a black brother's neck, cutting off his lifespan, killing him. That's something so you give him on the time. You know what I'm saying? If you must go there, I was saying, then I don't really want to retract my statement, what I was like saying. In a way I do, but in a way I don't, where I was like saying, if you must go there, if you're not going to make a citizen's arrest on the police, but that'd be like totally crazy or retarded to tear up your own neighborhoods, When I say retarded, no offense is meant to be directed to much more familiar, mentally challenged. If you must exercise, your rights to express yourself. I mean, you must get the venting or work off some steam. Don't tear up your neighborhood. If anything, if you must go there, show your civil disobedience. I was like saying, then hook up some rubber hoses to fire hydrants and then spray the dirty cops with the water coming from the rubber hoses attached to fire hydrants, or fill up some water bottles, not glass water bottles, but plastic water bottles with water or whatever other substances, liquids, or fluids, and dry substances, and pelt the police with it. Then the dirty cops are the same, as said in question the previous prior mention. Or fill up some balloons and do the same. Now I said that in the previous social media broadcast, but I kind of like sorry. I put it like that. I'm sorry I said that. What I mean to say, but at the same time, I'm not. I kind of like want to retract it, but at the same time, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. If you could exercise your rights and privileges to address the issue in a much more peaceful way and get some results of development, be down. But when push comes to shove, when you see another incident like that, don't just be like taking cell phone photoshops or cell phone video recordings of it. That's not helping the person that's being victimized by dirty cops. It's not helping much at that crucial given. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's helping in the long run, but on short notice, it's not going to keep that victim alive. If anything, then use the other alternative options to try to prevent the dirty cop from killing that victim. If you're not going to make a citizen's arrest, well, do the next best thing. If you're not going to arrest the police, make a citizen's arrest on the police, then do the next best thing is what I'm trying to say for the sake of argument. I'm not condoning violence. When I made that last broadcast, when I made that last when I posted, when I comprised, manufactured, or whatever I said, made it up and then posted it, that last broadcast, man, I'm not condoning violence, not in the least, but I'm not saying. But if push comes to shove, I mean, and desperate times call for desperate measures, you know, then permit that another brother to lose his life at the hands of a prehistoric Neanderthal or Stone Age caveman, dirty cop stuck on stupid, stuck in the pre-civil rights movement era, be one white or black or whatever race, you know, then, you know, it called for any means necessary, practically, if not possibly altogether, you know. If that's the only way you could possibly keep that other brother alive, by hooking up some rubber hoses to fire hydrants and spraying the dirty cops with the water coming from the rubber hose hooked up to the fire hydrants, or pelting the dirty cops with some plastic bottles, not glass bottles, but plastic bottle filled with liquids or fluids or whatever drug, whatever dry substances, what I mean to say, you know. Or even if you have to sick dogs, canines, pit bulls, or Rockwellers, then do that, you know, on short notice. You know what I'm saying? If the situation calls for it, if you see there's no other kind of way you could get the dirty cops off of the victim to prevent the dirty cops from killing just another victim, you know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody could take photo shots and videotape, you know, with the different electronic devices of police coming off like dirty cops, employing the uses of or using, you know, unlawful or criminally illegal as well as socially unacceptable lethal force, what you call excessive force, you know, or one about with all the police brutality. But that ain't saving that brother's life that's on the ground, pinned down on the ground by dirty cops, killing him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, desperate time called for desperate measures, as I was saying, you know. So I would condone civil disobedience, what I mean to say, Prince P continue regular. I would condone civil disobedience in that regard then and there. If there's no other way to get that dirty cop with his partners off of another victim of another brother, about to take that other brother's life, just another brother's life from him, then I would condone it. If there's no other kind of way or means for one to prevent that from happening, then go to it. Anybody, and how many that could be thinking, romancing the thought of trying to prevent that from happening again. Otherwise, y'all ain't no better than them. Y'all just taking photo shots and videotaping, and nobody doing anything to help a possible and potential victim of another or some such other brother to prevent his life from being taken from him. You know, that's not gonna do him any good. You take him not on short notice. Maybe in the long run it's gonna help him, but that is make sure it don't happen to another brother anytime too soon. That is to help another brother, is what I'm saying. But it's not gonna help that brother at that given moment in time that's being squashed to death like a roach up under somebody's shoe. You know, in that case, it was a dirty cop putting his knee on that brother's neck, taking his breath from him. And you can do all the taking of photo shots and videotaping with electronic devices you want, but it's not going to prevent that brother from getting his life taken from him. In short, that taking his life, getting his life taken from him on short notice. What I mean to say, from the get-go, you know, if you don't do anything on short notice, from there is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm saying sometimes, you know, if you don't see anything else that could possibly be done, sometimes you just have to, you know, take the law into your own hands. You know, you see something wrong, you gotta right it. I mean, some may say, man, but that's like assault on a police officer. What you think that police officer doing to that brother on the ground, violating his civil and on human rights? Is not that an assault, a criminally illegal assault? You know, the ends justify the means. You know, that ain't right what that police officer doing, that cop with his partner, attempting to take another life of another brother. You know, not going about the proper police procedures. You know, but violating that brother's civil and human rights. You already got him in cuffs. Why you want to attempt to kill him? You know, kill him on the spot. That ain't right either. So if you don't have anything else available, and sometimes you gotta take measures in your own hands, and then find whatever glass bottle somewhere or a rock or stone and throw it at the dirty cop and his partners. You know, to prevent the dirty cop from killing just another brother. I'm just keeping it real. You know, am I right or wrong? A whole lot of people personally end up picking up bottles and rocks and stones and throwing it at the dirty cop in question, pelting with it. Get up off that brother, mother. Not on our watch, not this time. You know, if they're not listening to your cries to stop that, you taking photo shots and video. Stop it, you're killing me. Stop it. I bet you hit one of the motherfuckers in the back of their head with a bottle or a damn rock. They're gonna stun their ass and make them stop for a minute there. Buy that brother of a victim some time to catch his breath, you know, then just be standing there. Click. In the long run, it may help another brother, you know. And you have the the photo and video footage of just another dirty cop with his partners violating somebody else's civil and human rights. May help another brother in the future, but they ain't gonna help that brother at that present given moment in time if his life being taken away from him. So if you don't have anything else available, find you some bottles or rocks or stones, whoever, bystanders or some such nearby, black or white, you know. The ends justify the means, you know. The dirty cop with his partners, he ain't respecting laws. So why should any of y'all, you know? Anybody, y'all or we, you know, he ain't respecting law. So I want to hear that F and BS about assaulting a police officer, you know. I mean, what the police officer, the dirty cop is doing ain't right either. It ain't lawful either, you know. It's criminally illegal as well as it's not socially acceptable either. You hear what I'm saying? So find you some rocks and stones as well as bottles and pelt them MFers with it. So get up off that brother. I bet you it'll make them stop then and there. You know, all that taking photo shots and video recording ain't stopping shit, you know. But you pelt them motherfuckers, you pelt them cocksuckers, them MFers with some rocks and bottles, that gonna make their asses stop. You're gonna buy that other victim more time to breathe. At least he's still being the land of the living, though now the attention will be directed from that brother onto you. But as long as you with a crowd, man, they can't try to intimidate everybody, because they know eventually, you know, things can escalate just that quick if they start shooting at the crowd. You know, a bunch of you know others is like to get a hold of the dirty cops and beat the shit out their asses, give them a taste of their own fucking medicine. I'm just keeping it real. Give them a taste of their own effing medicine. That'll stop all that shit, you know. You start, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't listening to reason, then sometimes you gotta react or respond or reply to their nonsense on a level that they will understand. You know, pelt them MF with some rocks and bottles. I bet you to make them stop all that foolishness, that nonsense. But, you know, on this last note of interest, y'all, I'm going on like food. Some such matters on this here note of interest, as I would usually give an intro, and then I'll speak upon a subject matter, a couple, few, maybe four more, and then I get a conclusion. Being of which I'm about to do now, even if I have to force myself to say this, if it don't come naturally for me to do so. And that is, if you haven't gotten Christ as your own personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing and realizing what He Himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of the Golgotha. suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers upon the orders of their religious superiors, being of Pharisees and Sadducees, but then nevertheless, whereas he himself had given his life upon the cross of Calvary to become that perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So that if any of us, being of whatsoever races and of whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences, being of the old, young, alike of both two sexual genders, and males and females representing the global community, which in this post-911 era of our new millennium of this apocalyptic day and age, and where the doomsday clock is now at a few minutes to midnight, compared on to our formerly previous prior to then, it was at a quarter midnight for these rather biblical prophetic times. Word to profess some of such faith in them. From there we will become and be blessed, and one regard another, more ways one. First and foremost, with that being of his salvation, being of which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly hope to get into the kingdom of heaven. As all roads do not lead to heaven. You know, you take for what you want, but it don't. Then second of all, we'll be blessed with his deliverance. But first you have got to get his salvation before you can or could possibly become or be blessed in any regard. Otherwise, you have got nothing coming, you know. And if you should make that, if and when you do make that transition for the great beyond of the hereafter, the afterlife, then you will be in for a rude awakening, as you will wake up with your eyes in damn hell for that or some such a given moment in time, you know. And whereas you will see that the devil and his demons be coming at you if they're not already on you, biting and clawing on you and so forth, biting you with their fangs and clawing on you, you know, at some such a given moment in time, you know, with their claws and sticking you with pitchforks and everything, being that because you would have slept that one. You would have permitted yourself to go into the great beyond without the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior Christ, Messiah Deliverer, to serve as an insurance policy for your soul, you know. For God is not to be mocked. What you sow is what you shall reap, you know. Okay? And there's a way that seems right unto man, but the ways thereof are the ways of death, you know. I mean, you cannot blame anybody but yourself, because each and every one of us representing the global community would have had more than enough time to hear the gospel message during some course of our lives, you know. And each and every time you reject the salvation, each and every time you refuse to make a decision or make the decision to reject it, you know, consciously, even if you were not to constantly reject it but ignore it, it would be like you had made a decision to ignore so great a salvation, and that would be on you from there, you know. Like I said before, so I say again, God is not to be mocked. What you sow, what you shall reap, you know. That's on you. You can't blame anybody but yourself. You hear what I'm saying? Because God don't want to hear that once you would have crossed on over to the great beyond. Well, I didn't know, but you did know. You hear? You did know. You had all the time in the world to accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, but you waited until you get on that last leg of this journey of life, you know. You wait until you know, cross on over to the great beyond, and now you are trying to, you know, reason that you didn't have enough time. That's a bunch of F and BS, you know. God don't want to hear that. All he would want to hear the angels saying from there, you know, come on. We gotta put you on the other side with those others, lost damn human souls, damn for all eternity. Because you would have rejected so great a salvation. You hear what I'm saying?
Success.
You know what I mean?
Fame.
Then because you did not listen to the warning. You had many times to listen to it, you know, for that or something such given on time. You did not listen to the warning, you know, when you had the chance to, you know. You permitted yourself to go into the great beyond without the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior Christ, Messiah Deliverer, upon and within your soul. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You better recognize and realize this ain't no joke. What you sow is what you shall reap, you know. There's a way that seems right unto man, but the ways thereof are the ways of death. Can you feel me? You know, it ain't nobody's fault but your own, you know. You wind up there in the lake of fire, damn hell. Ain't nobody's fault but your own, you know. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just telling like it is, you know. God don't want to hear that. And the devil and the demons don't want to hear that either. You know, the devil and the demon be like, man, shut up. You know, unless you experience a man or guy or gal or male or female or man or woman, be like, shut up. You here to stay now. Unless you become subject to experiencing one of those beyond and back experiences, where you get the chance, like the few, to get up out of damn hell. Otherwise, you dare to stay. You know, I'm just telling like it is. You know, you dare to stay. You know, that's your new place of residence, address, location. The lake of fire, damn hell, originally prepared for the devil and his demons. Okay, then because you didn't believe in the Christ that it gave us his life upon the cross of Calvary. You know what I'm saying? You refuse to accept his salvation. You hear what I'm saying? That's on you, nobody else. You're to blame for being damned for all eternity. You know, there's a way that seems right unto man, but the ways thereof are the ways of death, you know. It is appointed on the man to die, but after this judgment. You're the cause of yourself. Wind up and end up in the lake of fire, damn hell. You, and nobody else, you know. Okay, you can take it for what you want, you know. I mean, certain people, person who had gone to hell and managed to get out of there through the grace of God, you know, they were giving their own testimonies of how when they was going to hell, they heard the screams and cries of others that was already there saying, no, go back, don't come here, don't go back. don't come in, go back. Oh, excuse me. You know, sorry. Yeah, but anyway, they were saying, no, go back, don't come here, don't come here. I say, don't come here, go back. Why you still have the chance to go back? You know, you gotta recognize and realize, you know. I mean, you can go through enough of living damn hell in this world. Be it of a neighbor from hell, attempting to make your life a living damn hell, or whatever, as well as whoever else for that matter, you know. So why jeopardize yourself going to the real hell elsewhere, you know, by rejecting so great a salvation of our Lord and Savior Christ, the Messiah, the Deliverer, by permitting yourself to wind up or end up in the lake of fire, damn hell for all eternity. You know, that's just being stupid. You know, not to mention sick. Likewise, well, all the same, you know. If you permit yourself to wind up or end up in the lake of fire, damn hell, after going through a living damn hell in this world, man, that's like double jeopardy, as they would say in legal terms, you know. But then that's a whole different story. But then I think you get the general idea of what I'm trying to say, you know. If anything, double jeopardy, according to legal terms, you know, my bad, is when you know, a person once vindicated you know, some kind of civil or human rights violation offense, regardless of how the legal case was presented, one was vindicated, that person cannot be tried again. You know, that's what double jeopardy is. But then you get there, I was just using that as a, you know, but from another point of view, you know, understand? I mean, you can't blame anybody for you wind up and end up in the lake of fire damn hell. That's on you and nobody but you, you know, if you wind up and end up there, you know. And whereas some are such of the darker, hotter and deeper, or darkest, hottest and deepest spots or areas of damn hell is reserved for characters of false brethren preaching from the pulpits for their own glory than to give God the glory. They're not really leading others into the light, but leading them more into the darkness, you know. Leading them into darkness, leading them more into the darkness, you know. Because they don't have the light of God in their own souls, you know. That's why they call false brethren, false prophets and antichrist, you know. Of the worst of the worstest of unbelievers and non-believers, being a deceivers who pretend to be believers in God, as in Christians, aka Protestants. They don't like those supposed so-called holier than thou. Therefore, they would be considered as being of the worst of the worstest, or closet devil worshippers. being of whom make up the majority of churchgoers or whatsoever religious denomination, you know. And whereas some of the worstest areas of damn hell is reserved for the religious church hypocrites of false brethren, false prophets, and antichrist. And don't become or be one of them. Anyway, though, I'm about to close out to y'all. You hear what I'm saying? And you all take care and be safe. Be blessed, not stressed. Peace and love, joy and happiness, you know. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Because this is like the end of this broadcast coming up shortly, and a few more seconds, well, short of a quarter of a minute, you know what I'm saying? So think about what I said, you all, and I hope to holler at y'all then if and when, you know. Be blessed. Peace.